Good morning, everyone. As we are going to start today, the next multiple bar diagram. As I already dictated you, I already explained to you about multiple bar diagram. In simple bar diagram, we can show a single set of data, but in multiple bar diagram, we can show more than one set of data. So, let me start with the multiple bar diagram. For this, first of all, let me read out the question. The following table shows birth and death rate in India according to the census reports showing for different years. Present the data in the form of multiple bar diagram. Now we will show this question in the form of multiple bar diagram. Keep it in your mind that always on OX axis we will show years because we are showing all the diagrams in the vertical forms. Year, and on OY axis we will show birth rate or death rate. So when we will show multiple bar diagram, we are going to show according to the question birth rate and death rate, and on OX axis we are showing year like it is given as 1931 to 40. I'm showing here 2 years only so that it can be understandable to you because the graph is short here. Next for 1941 to 1950. For 2 years I am showing here. Now for 1931 to 1940, birth rate is given as 46 and death rate is given as 36. To show these figures, we want numbers, we want figures on y-axis also. So I am taking the gap of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. As the largest value here is 36 in the death rate and highest 46 in the birth rate, so 50 is sufficient. You can show up to 60, 70 also, no problem. So the first birth rate for 1931 to 1940 is 46. So where is the 46? In 40 to 50. It will lie here. So, but we have to show two things for the same year. So we will show bar for, first of all, for birth rate. Children, as I don't have particular chalk here, I'm drawing not with a pen, it's all I'm drawing with my finger only, so lines can be here and there. Please manage, but it should be understandable. That I want to. So this is a birth rate data. Now for the next we will show death rate in for the same year. For the same year, how we will show death rate now? It will be shown combinedly. Like birth rate you have shown 46 for the same year. Now death rate will be shown as 36. How we will show? It will lie between 30 to 40 here. Means for the same year I have shown two things. With this purple color I am showing death rate, and with this blue color I am showing what? Birth rate. Likewise for the next year 1941 to 1950, birth rate we will show with this blue line, like it is given as 45. So where's the 45? Here. It will be up to 45. Next, death rate is given as 31 for the same year. It will be here. So like this we are showing death rate and birth rate for different years. Children, keep it in your mind that there should be distance between different years, but when you are showing multiple bar diagrams, two things will remain connected for the 1 year. Like for 1931 to 40, two things are given, birth rate and death rate. First I have shown birth rate, next I have shown death rate. Is it clear? Now for the next same year, 1940 to 50, 41 to 50, first I have shown birth rate and then death rate. So this is the way how we will show multiple bar diagram. This is the second method. Now let me start with the third, that is subdivision method. It is also known as component bar diagram, subdivided bar diagram, or differential bar diagram. How we will show now subdivided bar diagram or differential bar diagram? Children, in this it should be important to understand that whenever question is given to show component or a bar diagram, or you can say subdivided bar diagram, always we have to do, you know how to find out cumulative frequencies. This is the important point. Always we will find cumulative frequencies of the data. Like an example is given in your book. The following table shows production of electricity from different sources in India during 2015-16 to 2018-19. So present the data in a component bar diagram. Component means subdivision or differential bar diagram. Now for 15-16, like hydroelectricity and thermal electricity is given to you. For thermal it is given as 46, and for hydro it is given as 46, and for thermal it is given as 64. Now when you will show bar, how you will find that where is 46, afterward is it 64 or not? How we will get this? For this, first of all we have to find cumulative frequencies for this. Total production, though we know that is equal to 100. But what is the way? What we will do for this? We will find cumulative frequencies for this. It is equal to 46. 46 plus 64 is equal to 100. Is it clear? Next, for the same year also, like for 2016 and 17, first it is given as 49, next it is given as 72. Find out cumulative frequencies for this. 49 plus 72 is equal to 121. It means for the year 2016 and 17, the sum total of bar is equal to 121. Next, for the year 2017-18, the same we will find out cumulative frequencies. Hydro given as 48, thermal given as 82. Now how we will find cumulative frequencies? 48 plus 82 is equal to 130. Clear? So for the year 17-18, we will draw the value of bar will go up to 130. I'll explain you the diagram, beta. First of all, I'm telling you that we have to find cumulative frequencies for all the years. Same as for the 2018-19, hydro is given as 51 and thermal is given as 89. So the sum total will come as 140. So for the year 2018-19, we will draw up to 140. Now let me show how to draw diagram. First of all, plot the same in the same form. On OX axis we will show year, on OY axis we are showing production as productions are given. Clear? Now as we want the sum total as 110, 121, 130, 140, the total productions of this hydro and thermal, as we have already done through cumulative frequencies. So we want these. Children, like in your book, one column is given as hydroelectricity, second is given as thermal electricity, and the third one is total production. It's better first of all to show third column as cumulative frequencies. It will be easy for you. Given as 2015-16, I'm showing you for 2 years, next for 16-17. Clear? So first, for 2015-16, hydro is 46, thermal 64, and the sum total is 110. So we need first of all figures on y-axis also. As the figures are largest, so we can take the gap of 50 also. We can take the gap of 30 also, 40 also. So for your convenience, we are taking gap of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, as the highest is 140, 120 and 140. Clear? So the for year 2015-16, the sum total is equal to 110. Where will be 110? Here. So you make a bar here first of all for this year. For 16-17, it is equal to 121. It will be here. I've drawn 2 bars first of all. Afterward, I'll explain you. For the year 2015-16, the total production is 110. We have already plotted. And the next is, we have to do the subdivisions of these two things. We have to show how much is the value of hydroelectricity, where it will lie, and where will be thermal electricity. First of all, find out about hydroelectricity as 46. Where will be 46? If 50 is here, then 46 will be below. Through idea, we can mark here. If 46 is here, it will be the area of hydroelectricity, and above area showing thermal electricity. The rest area for thermal electricity. Children, in this question there are 2 things are given to you. I'll explain you if in the question 3 variables are given. So follow up this question first of all. If question is coming in your mind, I'll clear it. For 2016-17 next, the sum total is 121 given, which I've already drawn. So first, 16-17 hydroelectricity is 49. Where will be 49? If the 50 is here, 49 will be here. 49. Let me draw again, so that confusion should not arise to you. Here is 49. So this area is showing hydroelectricity, and above area is showing as thermal electricity. That is the way how you will show subdivided bar diagram. Now the next is percentage bar diagram. Children, in the percentage bar diagram, I'll tell you if 3 figures or the 3 variables are given in the question, how we will show it. Children, percentage bar diagram will be shown only in that case if in the question figures are given, like largest figures are given to you, for which we have to find out first smallest value, or percentages we have to find. So percentage bar diagram are those diagrams which show simultaneously different parts of the values of a set of a data in terms of percentages. The percentage bar diagrams are used generally when the values are of high magnitude. So in that case, when question will be given to you that find out or present the data using percentage bar diagram, first we have to find out the percentages. Now let me read the question first of all. GDP by industry of origin is given for the 2 years 17-18 and 18-19. Present the data in terms of percentage bar diagram. In this question 3 sectors are given. This is the kind of example. In percentage bar diagram also, the first step is to find out percentages, then the same find out cumulative percentages, and the next step will be same as subdivision.